as we turn the page to 149 pounds. For Iowa, it is Kyle Parco, the four-time All-American, his first season in Iowa City. Parco 17-1 on the season. He was 7-1 in Big Ten duels. And there is Carter Young, the redshirt junior from Stillwater, Oklahoma, two-time national qualifier. He is 10-9 this season. Redshirted last season. And if you remember, Jim, Carter Young originally committed to Northwestern in June of 2020. At that time, Jimmy Kennedy was on staff at Northwestern. Now Kennedy, of course, with his brother-in-law David Taylor on the coaching staff at Oklahoma State.
Got off to a great start with his career, just right out of high school. I think he was third in the world trials that year, and you know, really had a great future. Just one of those guys that maybe has struggled on the mat a little bit, the down position, and you know, you get to your redshirt junior year, you think you've worked through some of that stuff, and be interesting to see. This is a big match here for Young, you know, in this situation. And what I like about Kyle Parco is just what you see right there. Pushes the pace with those underhooks, that forward pressing style here. Good with whip overs, got a great foot sweep. He'll shoot.
Takedowns after 3 matches. The Cowboys with 7, Iowa with 3. Iowa is Parco's third stop. He began at Fresno State and then went to Arizona State. He was 5th at the national tournament last March. 6th, 8th, 4th, and 5th. 4-time All-American, 3-time Pac-12 champion. No score midway through this first period.
What you see from Young is when he gets a tie he likes to hit that collar tie off of the 2-on-1, but he really likes to rotate around with his feet, get a good shot. A lot of times he'll get there on misdirection, and it almost seems like he almost shoots from behind the guy, right? He's got that much of a misdirection shot going. But Parco, I just don't see many guys get below the knee on it. I mean, even though he comes out there and stands up pretty erect and coming at you hard, I don't see many guys get below the knee on him, and it's just a tribute to his quickness. Rather, you see it right there, anticipating it really well. He's got a corner now.
Young doing a nice job there on the edge, able to square up with that underhook on the right side. Big Ten championships 2 weeks away. This weight class at 149 is stacked. Parco this season with a win over Rich Lovett, the reigning Big Ten champion, and then fell to Shane Van Ness of Penn State. No score, 33 ticks on the clock here in this first period.
30 seconds.
Young doing a good job of keeping his stance low. Of course, Parco will come hard again with those collar ties. 18 seconds left in the period. Good forward pressure, but it's been a good period for Young if he can keep it neutral.
Collar tie from Parco. Scoreless after 1. 3-time national champion Spencer Lee. He's got a big match, Jim, coming up this Wednesday on Flow Wrestling's Night in America, wrestling Masanosuke Ono, the world champion at 61 kilos. Of course, Spencer Lee in Paris at 57. Lost to Ray Higuchi. That is going to be a fun night. That is a great card here in Iowa City on Wednesday inside Extreme Arena.
Be a great place to watch some great wrestling.
Absolutely. What a week of wrestling here in Iowa City and Coralville.
And this is important, you know, a 0-0 match, Shane. You know, you've got Parco in the top position, an excellent rider, good with those mat returns. Got to do enough to be able to go ahead to sense any weakness here. As Carter Young got better in the bottom position throughout his career in these key matches. He's given up a cross-wrist ride right there. And, you know, it's again, guys that struggle in this position, they're quick to put their head on the mat. It's just a bad visual.
Riding time at 40 seconds for Parco.
See, his knees are flared out wide right there like that. He's just having a hard time putting any back pressure against Parco, and Parco's able to go ahead and continue to not so much float, but actually drive through it. See how he's up on his knees, off of his knees there, driving through, got that cross wrist ride. You're putting a lot of forward pressure on your opponent. Now you bring the crowd into it if you can't get off your belly.
See Parco with that cross wrist.
Warning red.
Carter Young hit on the Resolite on his belly, and that draws a stall call. Young coming off a hard-fought loss to Jordan Williams in Little Rock. That was 3-2 in the tiebreakers. Jordan Williams, of course, was a teammate. Wrestled at Oklahoma State. And now wrestling for Coach Ersman at Little Rock. He's done a great job there. A couple of All-Americans last March. Down to 20 seconds as Parco looking to ride the Cowboy the entire second period.
Now he's got him in a 2-on-1 and takes him down to his belly. This is, if Young doesn't get up off of this, there's the second stall warning just on cue.
Second stall call of the period. So a point for Parco, 1-0. He takes that lead to the third, and he's got the choice. He takes a look over at the corner.
Top out neutral to third.
And he'll go on bottom.
Gets up off of Young with some determination. I'm going to bust out from underneath in this situation. And
bottom man set.
that was a rough period for Young.
Kyle Parco, one of 3 Hawkeyes to wrestle in every dual meet this season. Parco joined by Mikey Caliendo at 165 and Stephen Buchanan at 197. Young gives the escape. It's a 2-point match.
It's a 2-point match, but they got riding time is pretty much almost secured there, so you can keep constant pressure. A couple takedowns here would be huge. Might be looking for major territory here for Kyle Parco.
It's been talked about the last couple of weeks, this matchup with Iowa and Oklahoma State. Bonus points. Got to chase down those points when you have the opportunity. Find a way to win by 8. On the flip side, could be a hero losing by 7. Parco looking for a takedown on the edge. And out of bounds.
That's good action. It's a good visual for Parco to jump back there in the center of the mat, making impression.
Absolutely. Quickly back to the center.
1 minute, 1 takedown.
Just over a minute left in this third period.
More forward pressure. You can tell that Young hanging on a little bit here with that left-handed underhook. Good, solid hand fight inside. Now both guys are ear to ear.
Parco's got the riding time locked up. Back to that collar tie. Level change from Parco.
30 seconds.
Forward pressure there by Parco. They go to the edge. Wizard attempt there by Young.
Parco's got that left ankle scooped up. Now it's going to drop to a single leg. The splits there from Carter Young. Parco going to drill. Get the takedown. Final 15 seconds. And now he's going to cut him. Still no escape call, and they are out of bounds. So we are back to the center with 5 seconds.
So effectively, if you got a 6-0 lead, he's going to go ahead and give the intentional release.
So 6-1.
Here we go.
A takedown would give him the major decision. And Young wisely backs up. That is the right play for Young in Oklahoma State. There's a stall call, 1 point, but that will still keep it a regular decision. Kyle Parco, 7-1 with the riding time points.